Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a strategy that you should all be taking into consideration when it comes to topical research. If you're setting up a new website, if you're trying to rank higher on Google, if you apply this methodology when it comes to your keyword research, your website will fly. And this is called the Google Reasonable Surfer model, or some people call it the Reasonable Surfer patent. If you actually take a look, Wikipedia does this very well, and as you can see, 89 million traffic, 1.7 billion 89 million keywords, 1.7 billion traffic. That's only on the English subdomain version of the website, but they basically oblige by this model. And I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to explain how this model works. And I've also created a couple visuals that I'll show in a couple minutes as well. But before any of you guys switch off and you might be thinking, oh, this sounds too confusing, I'm going to try and make this as easy to understand as possible, right? Hey, very quickly, if you want results like this dental practice, for example, we took the website from 0 monthly visits in November, and they are now getting over 750 monthly visits through to their website. They're actually able to generate their own inquiries for the business, and they aren't relying on third-party agencies to generate them leads like they were before, or this law firm that we were able to take from 1,100 to just over 2,000 monthly visits through to their website, as you can see from the graph, or this e-commerce store where we were able to grow them from 7,500 to just over 30,000 monthly visits to their website, and it's generating a lot of sales through to their e-com store. If you want results like that, make certain to check out casualdash.com. The link is in the description. Fill out the form, see if my team can help. If I feel like SEO isn't suitable for your business, I can also guide you on where you should be spending your marketing budget. But back to the video. So how Google basically works is they receive a search query, they identify the documents that are related to that search query. So if somebody was to search, let's say, personal injury lawyer, they will then identify all of the websites that mention that, and then they will end up ranking those pages based off the model. They will then sort the documents based on rank. So this can be user engagement, it could be links, for example, it could be how many articles that website has talking about that certain subject. And then it generates the search results based on the sorted documents, right? So for example, if casual-law.com had 6,000 backlinks and it had a load of really well-written articles on personal injury lawyers, and all my competitors had lower than my thresholds, then I would be number one. That's essentially, in layman's terms, how this reasonable surfer model works. Now, there are a few things as well. So I did mention user experience. So for example, if somebody has to visit your website to get some information about the given search query, and then they bounce back off of your website and then they go and search something else that is very similar to what they initially searched, that basically tells Google that your website isn't sufficient enough. And as of core algorithm updates, that's basically what happens. They will leave a load of websites, or they will basically test out a load of websites. And if there are bad user experience, or if, say, for example, people have a load of secondary searches, what they will do is, after a core algorithm update, they will try and find websites that have the primary search and the secondary search on that exact same website. So let me show you guys visually what that looks like. Now, if, say, for example, if somebody was to search personal injury lawyer, right, and a lot of people, if they then had a secondary search, so for example, they completed search number one, right, and then the second search that they had was how to choose the right personal injury lawyer for your case. Now, if a lot of websites do not have that, or sorry, if one or two websites that are currently ranking for personal injury in New York, or let's say, if they don't have this article on their website, and Google sees that after somebody searching for personal injury, there's a lot of people that then search for how to choose the right personal injury lawyer for your case. Google will go out of its way to try and find websites that have both of these articles. Same goes with the other side as well. So understanding your rights, what to do immediately after an accident. Now, if a lot of people search for that, but then there's a lot of websites, let's say, that do not have personal injury as an actual service, Google will naturally try to find websites that do provide personal injury as a service, so that it creates a better user experience for that visitor that's landing on your webpage. Now, let me show you guys another strategy, right? I don't know if any of you guys have ever played the Wikipedia game, but say, for example, if I was to search, let's say, Justin Bieber, right? Wikipedia does such a good job of the reasonable surfer model that you will never need to leave Wikipedia ever, right? And I'm not saying try to be Wikipedia for everything, because Wikipedia, they are obviously an encyclopedia. They have articles and documents on quite possibly everything on planet Earth, right? But that being said, try to become the encyclopedia of your industry, right? So for example, if I'm looking at Justin Bieber right now, it's going to be very easy to get from the Justin Bieber page to, let's say, the United Kingdom page. So for example, if we click on London, Ontario, this is obviously a place in Ontario. I'm certain that we could potentially do European, and then we could do English, and then English is spoke by the United Kingdom. So you see how easy that was to get from Justin Bieber to United Kingdom, and you could probably argue and say, like, those two literally have nothing in comparison to each other. So like there's literally no relevancy between Justin Bieber over here to United Kingdom over here. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, Wikipedia do a very, very good job of this in the terms of you will never need to leave Wikipedia to get a new article or find a new resource, right? Now, let's go back to this example, because I've actually got a few different examples, right? So let's take a look at an e-commerce store, for example. If we wanted to rank an e-commerce store for buy a mattress online, so this was more service-based. I've tried to cover all different variations in these three examples. So this example here, we've got buy a mattress online, right? And then if somebody was to search a lot after buying a mattress online for, let's say, pros and cons of buying a mattress online versus in-store, and if you do not have that article, but your competitor does, there is a chance that Google, if there is enough people searching for this, that Google will outrank you for your seed keyword based off of what articles that your competitors have. Same goes with how to set up and care for your new mattress. You see how what I've tried to do with this is I've not just tried selling somebody a mattress, I've also spoke about the pros and cons of online versus in-store, right? So basically here, this is kind of like before they actually purchase. This is after this is when they are purchasing, and this is also after they've purchased. This is how you build a brand using SEO. A lot of people, what they do is they will focus only on buy a mattress online. But in reality, if you want to focus on building a brand that people will revisit, kind of like Wikipedia, we all revisit Wikipedia. And the reason for that is because Wikipedia has a lot of resources that we can actually read. And when it comes to a lot of people's SEO campaigns, they just don't do that. All they care about is just selling the mattress. Now, let's take a look at another example, right? So running shoes for men, right? What to consider when buying running shoes for men. So again, you could be talking about the different soles. You could be talking about, let's say, straps versus laces. If that's one thing that people should take into consideration. You could be talking about the style of running. Is it a running shoe for treadmills? Is it a running shoe for long distance? Is it a running shoe for for sprints, etc. So you could be mentioning all of these within that article. And again, you're becoming more of a Wikipedia for the running shoe industry. And then they've purchased the shoe, and then after they've purchased the shoe, how to break in your new running shoes and prevent injuries. So again, We are thinking of each individual step of the process. Now, one thing that I do get a lot of is some people will say, well, Kaz, I don't want to upload this article because it's going to be zero ROI for my running shoe website. Or if, say, for example, they might be an affiliate, right? But the thing that you need to worry about more is not that how much money that this article brings you back, how much money this article generates for you. It's actually creating a good user experience on people that actually want to revisit your website. Whereas if you've just got running shoes for men, running shoes for women, running shoes for pregnant women, running shoes for kids, if you're just building out your topical authority like that, or if you're just uploading articles like that to your website, Google's essentially just going to clock onto what you're doing, and you're not actually providing anything of value. It's very easy for me to just publish 60, 70 articles in an afternoon going after the best types of running shoes for XYZ and just swap that out. If you're actually planning your website more like this, more like this, more like this, Google's going to love your website a lot more because you are becoming the Wikipedia of your actual space. It doesn't matter if you're in personal injury, it doesn't matter if you're service-based, if you're running a SaaS, if you are selling an e-commerce product, maybe you've got an e-commerce store. Any website needs to apply by this, and that's essentially what the Google Reasonable Surfer model is. Now, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. And if you guys want a free 15-minute growth strategy call for your website, make sure to check out casualdash.com. The link is down below. Thanks.